Hello everybody, welcome back to another part of Trusteft Retro Weekend. This time we have Bad Company, a 1989 game for the Atari ST and later on for the Amiga. The game was the first of its type that I know of, which had a couple of things that actually disappeared from the gaming scene till the mid-2000s. The most obvious, the most important of them, regenerating health. You can see the health bar on the top left side of the screen, under the score. As soon as you get hit, you lose part of it. As soon as you stop getting hit, your health slowly begins to regenerate, till it replenishes itself. I simply wasn't aware of this even existed for an action game before 2004-5 or something, when the first person shooters arrived which had this mechanic. But apparently Bad Company was the first by a couple of decades. The story is about you as a human leading an invasion of some evil aliens who dare to have some planets which the humans want. So of course you are sent there to obliterate them, kill them all, because they are evil and because of course you want their planets. As far as I know, the game isn't very big, a few levels, perhaps 4 or 5, but what it is there is quite important. The first part I mentioned, the regenerative health. The second part is the selection of troops of your character. You have a selection of 8 different characters. That's unheard of for anything outside an RPG or a tactical strategy game. Simply unheard of for an action game. 8? Wow. Each has a small biography and has different weapons available and so on. You can also move at different speeds, you have different health. Basically they are definitely different characters. As soon as you start the game, of course, you can see the action, which is a remarkable pseudo 3D environment, very reminiscent of Space Harrier. But I have to say, at least in my opinion, the graphics look even better here, at least the ground graphics. Now, the 3D perspective of this game is, okay, obviously copied from Space Harrier, but it provides, in my opinion, a more solid game here. You have obstacles, as in Space Harrier, only that they are not obstacles of the type you touch them, you die. No, this time you can actually hide behind them or destroy them. You can use them for defensive or offensive purposes. One way to make this easier for you is that the space, the movement of your character in this world is dictated by you. You decide when to move forward, left and right obviously, and backwards. Backwards? Yeah, and backwards. You don't have the level actually advancing when you don't want to. You can go back, you can take cover, and then you can shoot back. Simply amazing. I mean, the closest thing that there was before this was, of course, Space Harrier, part of it, and Cabal had another part with the destructible objects and cover mechanics. But both at the same time, amazing. The ST version is quite good looking, all things considered. Very nice use of color, at least on the sky. I haven't tried the Amiga version, so I don't know how good or how better that is. You have end level bosses with specific patterns, not that difficult to figure out. And in general, I believe that the game is at the right difficulty setting, at least on normal, that you can eventually defeat it in a couple of days. In my opinion, one surprising game of the late 80s. I completely forgot about this, perhaps I didn't even know it. But if you like arcade games, you like shoot 'em ups, get this game, play it. It's very good, very solid game. And for those interested, supports a 2-player co-op. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.